Everyone, welcome back to
Hello.
BRITS. You're me, BP1 and BP2.
Us
Now
again?
we're reacting to sports. This is
Yes.
called sport stacking.
Yes.
You've picked this one?
I've picked this one because we've done some high intensity ones. Last one we did NFL, boom, here comes a boom, quite heavy. We've done some rock climbing, we've done some high adrenaline stuff. This one, I think, something that we did the frisbee one, that went down well. So this is something that I think everybody can get involved in, and it's just something that blew my mind. So, and it's a sport.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's do it. Okay. .69 seconds. That is crazy.
Up the... Oh, that's a bit more complex, that one.
Whoa. 6 seconds. Oh my god. Oh my god. 5.7 seconds. Oh, it's like a team event.
Oh,
what's going on
right.
here?
Relay.
13.1. Obviously didn't quite beat it. No way. One hand? No, come
Look
on.
at that, that's brilliant.
Mate,
That's so funny.
I mean, sport. I mean, to class it as a sport. I mean, look how big it is. Like in the background, you can see like all the big cups and stuff. And wow. I mean, that is quick. That is super
That is quick. Hand-eye coordination, brilliant. Well, darts is a sport, mate.
Do they have?
Yeah, I mean,
I was just going to say, I wonder if they have age ranges, because when you get older, you naturally get slower. I'm sure you get slower.
yeah. My hand-eye coordination is
because these are all young.
Yeah.
So do they do like older, over certain age groups and stuff? That'd be quite interesting.
No idea. I mean, again, you know, we're seeing this seems to be international USA teams, or the different schools. I think they, you know, again, American schools seem to be very big on this kind of thing, and then the college teams and so on and so forth. We don't think, you know, apart from rugby and football and hockey over here, we don't seem to have these things, or not when I was growing up anyway. But it looks good fun. I mean, it does look fun, doesn't it?
I mean, the only thing I do when I'm things like that is when the Tupperware cupboard opens and it all falls out.
It all falls out. You got to put it all back
that.
in. Oh, very funny. I mean, some of the speeds.
It is crazy. 1.9 seconds. Oh, that is quick. Oh my god, 5 seconds. Wow, that was the best one we've seen, isn't it? 5 seconds.
Backhanded. Oh, yeah. Look at all his cups. Down.
That is crazy.
No idea what he was. I mean, look at all these trophies up in the back there.
468.
What's that? 4.6.
Whoa.
I wonder what the world record is.
So, I've got a follow-up video to go with this to sort of explain.
466.0.
So you got a follow-up video which we're going to watch straight away, yeah?
Straight away. That was only a little one, just to sort of see the speeds, and then the follow-up one tells us about.
Did you miss
explains
that?
it.
Yeah, I did miss it, yeah.
And again.
So you build it.
2 out,
1, 2,
okay.
3, 4. So 4 at the bottom, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's probably still not slow enough.
No, it's not.
This is sports
So you
stacking,
slide them
or
down
maybe you
to-
call it speed stacking or cup stacking, but whatever you call it, it has become a huge sport. It's in the Junior Olympics. Versions are taught
is it
in
Olympics?
PE classes,
Junior.
show up on the Tonight Show,
Yeah, look at that. Now what do we want to do?
Into one.
and Ellen.
All right, there.
Last year, more than 600,000 people set a world record for stacking at the same time around the world.
Wow,
This is a
brilliant.
lot more than a hobby. Sports stacking's basically a
So you've got a
combination
speed
of
stacking
formations in which
Yeah.
stackers
mat
stack
with a
stack up
timer.
cups
This could be a
or
Christmas.
down
This
stack,
could be quite
bring
fun
them
at
down
Christmas,
again.
couldn't it?
It's all a
Yeah.
race against the clock for new, mind-bending
Having a
moves
go.
at
Stack mat.
times.
Stack mat
The most
pro.
common patterns are 3 cups, 3 cups, and 3 cups. 3 cups, 6 cups,
Right.
and 3 cups, or a 3-6-3, and then the cycle, which has you do a 3-6-3 followed by a 6-6, and then a 1-10-1, which top stackers can do like this.
Absolutely
My name is Melissa
crazy.
Gomez.
What?
I won the 2014 and 2016 U.S. Nationals for women, and I won the Junior Olympics in 2015 for women.
Women.
The guy next to her is Mark Syke.
Interesting, right? I'll pick up on this
Right.
point. It's a controversial point. Now, in
Okay.
sport, we throughout the years we've had men's football,
Yep.
women's football, men's rugby,
Okay.
women's rugby. You know, it's always been split, and yet we're seeing more and more this sort of, you know, even though golf, women's, men's, we've always seen them split, but there's some sports now we're seeing them together.
Yep,
So this is the perfect sport
exactly.
for that.
Why,
Well,
why,
I mean, she
why
just
does it
said,
say-
"Oh, I'm a female women's champion." He should just
I mean,
be
there's no
the
advantage.
champion.
Yeah,
No, there's no advantage.
in
It's
gender,
just
you know, I mean,
cups, isn't it? Otherwise, this should be out. You know, you could say it elsewhere. You know, she's better doing dinner than me, or I'm better doing dinner than her. Therefore, there's no advantage
No.
as such. So, you know, this would be a perfect sport to have. You know,
Just
cross gender. Anyone
yeah,
can
just
do this.
the world champion.
Like I said, age maybe there's something
Yep,
with
age
age
ranges.
limits that you could do, but certainly not gender. I'll throw it out there. Woo.
Woo. I did see the weekend that wasn't there a controversial MMA match between a female and a man.
I believe so. Yeah.
That didn't go down so well, you know. So some of them but you know, some of them you just shouldn't. But this looks okay.
Yeah.
Everybody, woman, yeah, junior champion she should be.
100%. Yeah.
He's a former high school football and baseball player who is coach of the U.S. sports stacking team. He's a master's level competitor too. Masters basically means that he's a grown-up, since a lot of stackers are
there you
teens or
go.
younger. He holds
There you go.
occasional practices in his church's basement, and those practices attract some of the best in the region.
Once I went to that first competition, then I was kind of hooked, and then I kept going with the kids and kept competing.
Amazing stackers like Melissa and Mark have put in hours and hours of
Yeah,
That would be-
that's my kind of stacking.
is to
I wouldn't
break
even be at that
world
level.
records. But you can see their skill when they aren't even trying. This is
I mean, look
Melissa
at
just
that. Yeah, I mean,
practicing.
that's just
Look at how quickly she does
It's
a slow
definitely a
set,
mind
just to
muscle.
clear her mind.
yeah.
Or look at
Technique, isn't it?
She's setting
to
up
clear
She's
your
got
mind
that
up.
technique.
Notice where her eyes are looking.
a 1-10.
She's not showing off. She just doesn't need to look anymore. Here's a newbie stacking, and here's Melissa. The point
Newbie
is
is Ellen.
not that Ellen is bad.
Yeah.
The point is that people like Melissa have gotten so good. They can do it all on autopilot. And then when they
Yeah.
really try,
Yeah.
but at the same time, stacking is not just raw talent or even practice alone. The best stackers have to develop highly advanced tactics.
Okay, tactics. What are your tactics on?
How can there be tactics
When you
in
become
that?
a speed stacking
I don't
pro,
know.
you need to optimize for the milliseconds, like Ji-Wei Wu does.
I started stacking when I was in 6th grade, so I was 12 at that time, and I was introduced to it in PE class, and we've been practicing since then.
That means breaking down the quirks of the timer, cups, and different competition formats to get record-breaking times. This is a stacking mat and timer. It starts when your hands leave the timer
That's clever, isn't
and
it?
stops
Never
when
seen
they
that.
return. In that space in between, there's room for tactics to shave off crucial fractions of a second.
Most recently, it's the way that people start the timer. So in the past, people would have their hands on a timer flat, very similar like this. But now people will cup their hands around the cup and have their hands on the timer like this. And really, it's not the conventional way to do it, but doing so enhances the time it takes for you to get onto the first cup, and having just
crazy,
those
isn't
little
it?
differences.
Just like Formula One.
Playing to the timer is crucial.
Or shaving down the hundredths,
100-meter sprint, it comes down to milliseconds.
After she hits the timer too hard.
6:17.
Right.
It's what's called a scratch. The time doesn't count.
Right. Whoa!
No! You lost the cup.
You have to be sure you don't miss the timer too.
When that happened to me, I touched the timer and started celebrating and just going back to my friends. But the timer never stopped, so that took another 2.1 seconds added to my time. Otherwise, it was my fastest time ever.
To top stackers, the right cups are just as important. You can see that on the pro
Right.
cups, the holes in the top are wider than the ones on my cups. That allows more air to get through. Different stackers like different cups.
Ooh.
These are just a few of the settings.
Aerodynamics. Who would have thought aerodynamics?
In your cup.
And that knowledge, along with different grip styles and all sorts of other adjustments, gets used in all different events. It even works in the truly
That looks speeded up, doesn't it?
doubles
Brilliant.
Yeah. Look at
Doubles
that.
event.
It's so clever.
Oh! I thought he'd messed it.
Because
Under
this
10
is for a
seconds.
YouTube generation, new strategies travel almost instantly. And that keeps the competition really fierce. That's led to blazingly fast and close world record
1.36.
as well as some growing pains for the sport.
Right.
Wow.
Stacking
okay.
started
Really
in
interesting.
California boys.
I mean, that
and
seems
Find
to be
out
back
about
in the
this.
80s there, doesn't it?
This is patent
Yeah, that
number
looks 80s, yeah.
4,586,709 for the original cup-holding device. But kids and PE teachers embraced it far beyond Oceanside, California.
You get a wide range. I mean, you get some kids who really, really enjoy it, and they enjoy the competitive side of it. Some kids like the idea that you can, you don't have to compete at it. They'll build pyramids, they'll build towers, they'll try to stack the cups and balance them in different ways. So it really brings in so many other things than just
Not just competition, is
stacking
it?
as a sport.
Yeah, yeah.
The sport quickly professionalized, both as a business and in the intensity of the competitions. This is the patent for that stack mat, which is sold to stackers and, yes, speed Rubik's Cube competitors. Naturally, there's a lot of other merch you can buy as well. Because speed stacking is a pretty young sport, the sport and the brand are kind of inseparable. Here's the address for the people who make speed stack cups. And here's the address for the World Sports Stacking Association,
It's the same.
which runs the competitions.
Okie doke.
You get the idea. That may be a problem, it may not, as the sport tries to mature. But those business concerns don't really affect why people stack.
I think for every stacker, it's different what attracts them. I have always been involved in sports. I'm very competitive. When I'm stacking the cups,
I'm going to stop it there because now here in the UK, they're sort of saying that the older you get, the more you keep your mind active. And one of the no, hear me out. So like one of the top sports to play as you're getting older is table tennis. Okay, they're saying that you know if you're playing table tennis, your hand-eye coordination is doing so much for your brain that engagement is really, really important to keep your brain activity levels high. Now this is something maybe it's not, because with ping pong or table tennis it's different. It's different each time. You're actually coordinating and thinking it's a change. So maybe this, I'm just thinking that maybe this is a way to keep your brain active, but if it's the same muscle memory thing that you're doing each time, that's already ingrained in your brain. So I don't know, maybe it's not, but it's that type of hand-eye coordination brain work, isn't it?
Yeah, you still got to make the hands go to the place and be the right. So I think you're onto something there. I mean, I think it's brilliant that young kids are doing it from an early age because there's discipline in it. There is hand-eye coordination. There is working out problems and problem solving, and then and you can just compete against yourself to get better at something, which is also very good. But no, I'm with you, mate. I think it would be a great idea, anything that gets your mind thinking about something when you're getting older, just to keep it ticking over. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I'm listening for, little things that make me feel good, like the rhythm, the sound. Sometimes you'll get a really good time, but you don't feel like the stack was clean, like there was something in there that wasn't clean. So for me, that's what pulls me in.
Just because I want to better myself, seeing improvement in what you do.
And that drive, that's always there. When the stacks are loud and the crowds are wrapped. But it's also there in dorm rooms and bedrooms.
Wow.
And in the quiet moments, in basements, too.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So after an embarrassing number of attempts, I was able to get my 363 just under 5.3 seconds. So you have some context as to how old
fair
and
play
slow
to
I
him.
am. The world record for that event is 1.786 seconds.
What?
I mean,
1.78 seconds.
for what he just done there,
Yeah.
that, I mean,
363 stack.
that's almost Matrix-like, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just
done.
out of body. Yeah, that's it. It's just woof.
Wow.
Well, there you go, mate. Something slightly different. I hope you enjoyed
Sport
that.
Stacking, there you go.
Good fun, but-
Knew it existed, but obviously not to that degree and how it is in
No.
competition. I actually genuinely feel like going on Amazon or on other
And seeing if I
shops
can find-
exist and buy
Oh
some.
yes, I know. I mean, I've never seen them in the shop, and I mean, you and your daughter, I could see you guys having fun with that, challenging and doing. I think it would be perfect, and as you say, good Christmas present.
Yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed our reaction and learning about
Introduction,
the sport
yeah.
stacking. So if you did, let us know in the comments and
Yep.
like the video. Always like the videos, always helps us out.
Please do.
And until another sport,
Mm.
it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him. Might be a bit more extreme on the next one.
Get on Amazon. Where are we?